Okay, good day, and then you are welcome to my channel, the Mightier Source series, Mightier Source. And as usual, today we have a very interesting thing to talk about, very brief and short. So I hope you stay tuned and glued to the issues. Today's topic is on the series of the 1000% leadership. And I'm going to talk about the fundamental principles. I mean, the 3 fundamental principles of leadership. Just 3. And it's a quick one. It is both for leaders and especially for followers and the masses who follow leaders, because sometimes it's difficult for us to find out who a leader is and why we should even repose confidence, vote for, or select or elect a leader. So, quick one, leadership itself, the first principle is that leadership is not about you, the leader. That's the first principle. Leadership is not about the leader. It's a basic principle of leadership. Now, if you find out that any leader is leading for self, to gratify himself, to do things to please himself, then you should note that that person is not a leader. So what do you have to look for in the first principle? First thing is that leader do not seek self. If you do not seek self, these are some of the things that the person is not there for the position, the person is not there for the money, the person is not there to be celebrated, the person is not there to be worshipped. A leader truly does not care about these things. And the perfect example for this leader is Nelson Mandela. You see, Mandela had no vision than the freedom of South Africa, the blacks. His main aim is that I want apartheid to end, period. He didn't seek himself. He didn't say vote for me. He didn't look for political office. All what he was interested in is that the people ought to be free. Like Jesus Christ says, I'm coming to die for the sins of men. They don't seek self. Their vision is that other people should realize themselves. Other people should be free. Other people should be liberated. Any leader whose primary aim is not about the interests of others is not a leader. He's just seeking self, and you should watch out for such people. Now, the second principle of leadership is that leaders do not cultivate followers. They cultivate other leaders. Listen carefully. A leader is not interested in cultivating and surrounding himself with followers. A true leader cultivates other leaders. And the perfect example is Jesus Christ with his disciples. What Jesus Christ sought to do was to make sure that when he is not there, there are 12 men who each of them can carry out the vision alone. And he was so successful. That is why today, so many years after his death, these 12 men picked up the mission and the vision, and they run with it. And look at what Christianity is almost in every home today. Just because he did not say, let me build around myself followers, praise singers, bootlickers, sycophants, people who are just around me. But rather, he empowered them. He made sure whatever he had, he gives to them. When you read the account of Jesus and his disciples, everywhere Jesus goes, they are there. Whatever they do together. They saw everything that he didn't hide. There were no secrets. He opened up and he built strong leaders. But today, what do you see? Do you even see your leader? The person you call your leader. Do you have access to the leader? You don't even have access. Is that person a leader? Does the person really care about you becoming a leader? Leading yourself and leading others? Or the person wants you to remain where you are so that they can continue to suppress you? Now watch out for this. For a leader who develops other leaders, you see that leader is always thinking about mentoring, finding opportunity to meet other people, to think together, to solve problems, to show them the leadership difficulties and the skills. You will find out that such people do not dish out money and pittance. They don't buy your votes. They don't bring you t-shirts. Did you see Jesus doing that? Or any true leader doing that? No. erecting billboards. No. That's not leadership. That is advertising. And worse, sometimes propagandist. But a true leader is interested in you and how you will develop, so that when they are not there, the vacuum is not created. Now, leaders who cultivate others, make sure you do not remain where you are. You understand? So sometimes I ask people to ask themselves simple questions. A leader can come to a rural area and can say that, I'm coming to give you water supply. Then he erects a borehole. Then you clap for him. But when you come to his house, he's using a tap. You come and build a pit latrine for you, and he will be using a water closet. It means he doesn't respect you. He doesn't want you to be where he is. Watch out for these essentials of what a leader is. And then finally, the last principle, a leader is all about you. The leader. You know, the first time I said leadership is not about you. It's not contradictory. You will understand why. When I say leadership is all about you, the leader, I mean leadership is about self-affirming integrity. When you say it's about you, it is because we want you to model the way. Do what you are saying if you claim you are a leader. Self-affirming integrity. The things you claim you believe in, let us see you doing it. For instance, Jesus told us that we should not build, it says that we should not build properties on earth where rust and moth will come and destroy. Did you see Jesus Christ building any property? But today, the leaders will tell you, in your churches, your pastors will tell you, they will read the same scripture, that do not build treasures for them, but you see them building duplexes and mansions. We call that duality. No self-affirming integrity. Your politician will tell you, do not be corrupt, love your country. But it's corrupt. He doesn't love the country. He will tell you, don't do this, and they are doing it. Self-affirming integrity. And that is what made Dr. Martin Luther King successful in the civil rights movement. Because it says no violence, and was not part of the violence. We are going to use civil disobedience. And he set the path. And today, America, but the black American can vote. In those days, they couldn't vote because there's self-affirming integrity. They say what they do. You know, that is that kind of leadership that allows the follower to believe in the leader. So basically, today I spoke about three things about fundamental principles of leadership. One, a true leader the leadership is not about him, it's not self-seeking. Two, the true leader is interested in raising other leaders and not building a bunch of followers, of blockheads who knows nothing. And thirdly, the true leader has self-affirming integrity. That he understands that leadership is about him. He has to model the way and set the right examples and do what he must do. So that is this for today. I hope you learned something, and when you are looking out for leaders, whether you're a student, whether it's an organization, whether it's a country, we will be more careful in who we select to become our leaders. So as usual, it is brought to you by the Mightier Dot series and sponsored by Educational Clinics. Follow me on Mightier Dot series on Facebook page, and you also hear about the Educational Clinics, which are new ways of delivering content and curriculum, all levels of education. And when you contact us, we give you the brief. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.